Give your boy his
Show.
this time. Let the boy get his shit on. Okay, where's Portage? You said it's on Portage?
Yeah, it's actually on the Portage Facebook page. I'm about to share it now. Um,
Okay, I see it.
yeah, I
Shannon.
think I just hit all over.
Yeah. Give me a second, y'all. Finna start sharing the YouTube videos too. So y'all can get up on the YouTube channel, build that up. Um, it's all about getting the message out. Y'all know what we bring. Let me see. Okay, hopefully they don't block too hard.
Yeah, let's see what they do.
Hopefully they ass ain't blocking too hard. Gonna get into a lot of information. I don't really get. Y'all know how I do. You finna go from Nova Drew Ali. We're gonna talk about some of this literature. We're gonna talk about some processes because a lot of people been asking me about killing the straw now. And y'all know I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not finna go all the way in it and debunk it, explain it. I'm gonna show you enough so you know what it is. It's just basically common sense. And this is why I be like, you know what I'm saying? Read the information, bro. It's really divine and national. Like one of these days, people gotta take the divine and national movement serious. Cause that's a principle. And the more I study, it's like everything, I see why it's the divine and national movement. Because everything is divine and national. Everything.
Yep.
Like, show me something that ain't. Everything got a divine and everything got a natural or nature side. Um, Let me see. Boy, a hot second. Let me go to this. So, excuse me. There's some literature. Noble Drew Ali. Hold up. Let me check everything I got real quick. Okay. Bam. All right, that Holy Quran of Mecca on the way. That's messing up a little bit. Let me see what I got over here. All right. Cool. Move him over there. Your boy is second a bit. Try and reboot that. Because they don't want y'all to have these facts. And give me 1 second to see what's over here. Okay. And then I'll come back. So, Islam, everybody, peace. We in the Morris literature. We're going to start out there. Number 2, Prophet Drew Ali Speaks to the Nations. It's Friday, September 28th, 1928. If you have race pride and love your race, join the Morris Science Temple of America and become a part of this divine movement. Then you will have power to redeem your race because you will know who you are and your forefathers were, because where there is unity, there is strength. Together we stand, divided we fall. Now everybody finna hit at me, yay, yay, yay. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It finally came around. And once again, like this is why I gotta show people the literature. Because I ain't been nowhere, bro. The truth don't change or pass away. Like we ain't going nowhere, we ain't changed. We still ain't changed. This still what we've been talking about. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now people can't see past the base level. That's why we giving them the tree of life. We're giving you the binoculars to be able to see us. You know what I'm saying? So everybody gonna go off this part right here. Together we stand, divided we fall. But hold up. So everybody's saying, let's stand together. And I'm like, get y'all ass up. Cause we already standing up. Y'all ass sitting down. Mm-hmm. And let me calm down, because it ain't about, you know, pointing and this is that and other. I'm just giving you facts. So, and this is what I mean by giving you facts. See, I read it, I see it's English. I know in this holy this Moorish literature, Noble Ali said we Mohammedans. You know what I'm saying? And on the back of the 101s, you know, delegation of authority come from the great Quran of Muhammad, all that, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So if you read Clock of Destiny, it's also alluding to Islamic, and our language is Arabic, this is that and other. So I'm looking deep into this. Together we stand, divided we fall. Plus I know what the word comma mean in Arabic. And one of the definitions is to stand. Because when Muslims go on Friday, when they go to the masjid to get salat, somebody called the adhan, what's called the adhan, and what's called the iqama. I don't know if you ever seen a Muslim like this with his hands up and the Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. That's called the iqama to salat. It's a call to salat. It's a call for those to you know what I'm saying, to stand. It's a call to a stand. You know what I'm saying? To take a stand. So he's saying, together we stand, divided we fall. Now, hold up. This is the big word I was talking about, comma. And you see the definition, it says to stand fast, or firm, stand still, stand up, rise, stop, be lively and walk, appear in broad light, truth. Bro, we in broad daylight. Mm-hmm. Come back to life. Rise again. Well, hold up. Come back to life. What you mean? What you mean come back to life, Hiram? We ain't Muslims, Hiram. What you mean? Because Hiram did, right? And Shaitan said, give respite to the day they raise, right? So we trying to raise them. They think we trying to make them Muslim. Right. You know what I'm saying?
They're afraid.
We trying to get Shaitan up off of them. Shaitan got respite until the day you raise, bro. So, comma say, see, y'all saying let's take a stand, let's stand together, but y'all don't know what it means. You know what I'm saying? You saying let's stand together like I ain't already standing up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sitting down. So who is blocking the unity? Who blocking the unity, bro? If we got to stand up to be raised and I'm already stood and everybody else saying you bogus for standing up. Bro. You bogus for standing for something. You shouldn't stand for that. You should fall for everything.
Bro, the whole thing is that get along to go along shit. They try to revive that. That's what they want to do.
Bro, but how can you want to do it and I'm showing you in the book? How?
Bro.
This is why they tell you the truth don't change or pass away. Because you'll want to change it off your feelings. So they got to tell you. It change or pass away, bro. It don't matter how you feel. You still can get this. Like, look, rise against. What you mean rise against? That sound lower self-like.
Mm-hmm.
Superintendent, persevering, rise for honoring, sustain, rise for prayer, to underlook an affair, fulfill his promise. So we get to them contracts. To maintain, erect, set up, set right, rectify, make accurate, awake, a comma, to perform prayer, establish a roof, raise the dead. It say right here, raise the dead.
Okay,
make one stand up, continue, keep to, remain in place, straighten the thing. Because the rule is crooked, y'all. So we got to straighten the rule out. Rules so people can want to follow the rules. It's a reason ain't nobody following the rules. Because your ruler crooked. Your Khalifa crooked. Khalifa is a ruler. So y'all, I ain't got to read the whole thing. Do I? Hey, do I got to read the whole
thing? Bro. I think you need to go a little bit further, bro.
Okay, let me go a little bit further. So raise the dead, make one stand up, continue, keep to, remain in place, straighten the thing, render brisk, appoint, set up. And then they go into variations of the word of comma. Like you got run, ran, you got a comma, and then you got variations, all different type of variations. That's for the word and against the word. The higher and lower self of the word. You know what I'm saying? And then if we go down here, Qiyamah. So in the Holy Quran, they got what's called Yama Qiyamah, the day of resurrection. You see this day of judgment, hereafter, resurrection, hereafter, day of judgment. Now, how long people been watching us, bro? And we've been told people why they don't want the blacks raised up. We've been told them why. And it's because of that judgment. They know them blacks they know them blacks is gonna be the judge.
Yeah, and they saw it during the riot. They saw parts of it.
Yeah. Islam. They know them blacks is gonna be the judge. And we're gonna get to some of this stuff because we're gonna switch from here to Metanetta. I'm finna tie all this in with Noble Drew Ali. I'm finna tie it all in. So when we talking about the comma, we talking about to take a stand. We talking about taking a stand. And you know what's gonna happen after the people take a stand and stand up and raise themselves? It's gonna be the resurrection, and it's gonna be over with. We're gonna be in what's called the hereafter. We're gonna be here after everybody has competent. And it's gonna be trying to judge because everybody gonna be woke and be able to see what all went on. So you can look at this. It also means to raise the uproar, come out Qiyamah. You know, it's different definitions and variations. It's also one of the Qiyam, self-existent, all-sustaining. Al-Qiyam, one of the excellent names of Allah. It's also an attribute. So we don't went spirit all the way up to, you know what I'm saying, self. You can stand up. You can attribute yourself by standing up for what's right. You know what I'm saying? All the way up until Allah's attribute, the ultimate expression of it. And I ain't finna, you know, we can go on any one of these subjects. So I ain't finna stay too long on that. But I had to give you that to bring you back here so you can know, because this is what everybody want to see. They say, together we stand, we fall. But they want it however they want it, bro. They want to recreate the truth. They want unity under falsehood. They don't want it under truth.
No, they want unity under the stuff that they made up. They want it under falsehood, but their whole intent was to get all these people for whatever, so we can stand together. And then here's what I rule, and because I showed you what time it is, you owe me.
Yeah. And when I say they, don't nobody take it personal. It's whoever the shoe fit. This is Holy Quran of Mecca, chapter 15. And this is the story. People don't like that we get into the religion, but it helps you understand. It explains the science so people can understand. It's a correlation, a mirror. So this is a story. Allah told all the angels, he said, so when I have made him complete, he talking about Adam. Let me see. Yeah, he talking about Adam. When I made him complete and breathe into him of my spirit. The word they use for spirit is ruh. Talking about the ruh of Allah, ruh word Raha. Fall down, making obeisance to him. So they said, Allah said, once I put my spirit in man, you gotta obey him. The angels did it, all of them together. Iblis did it. That's like the spirit Shaitan. That's like the seed of Shaitan, Iblis. He refused to be one of those who made obeisance. And then y'all can read the story. It's gonna come all the way down here to my Lord, respite me to the time when they are raised. So that's what that comma is talking about. You're raising. That's what it's talking about. And Allah agreed with Shaitan. Surely thou art of the respited ones till the period of time made known. And we in that period of time that everything is being made known now. So let me start making stuff known. I'm gonna come back to this federal public benefit. And we in U.S. codes. We in 8 U.S. code. Let me see. 1611. Aliens who are not qualified aliens ineligible for federal public benefit. So, well, before I get to all that, let me not, because I still got some stuff for Noble. I still got some stuff to get in from Noble. So, this is what's called our authority. Drew Ali put on a record on July 20th, 1928. For people who familiar with the Madanetta and familiar with, you know what I'm saying, different documents, Moore's documents and dealing with degrees and this is that and the other, and you heard the 360 and the 720. You know, July 20th, 720, 1928, them numbers got significance. So we talking about a 720, we talking about 2 360s, we talking about the physical and the metaphysical, the subjective and the objective. And then we talking about 1928. That's when he founded Moorish Science Temple of America. July 20th in 1928. Now, if you know about the Kemetic tree of life, is 10 or 11 spheres, depending on how you want to count it. If you want to count 0, we can just count 10, 0, and then 1 through 10. And sphere 1 through 9 are opposites. The opposites equal 10. 1, 9, 2, 8, 3, 7, 4, 6. 5 is the division between the high and low. You know what I'm saying? So Noble Drew Ali put that on the record. 720, higher self, lower self, 360, 1928. And we finna tell you what the 1-9 mean, because those is higher lower self. The 2-8 is higher lower self. So we finna show you in a nutshell, the 1 is your true self identity. The 9 is what they call the person identity. The 2 is your true will of Allah, will. And number 8 is the person, what they think the will is. This is why you got to be divine and national. All Moors are active, not passive, because you're supposed to be going off your true self and the true will. That's supposed to be shaping what you're doing and who you think you is. It's why you can't even come over here. We like people sound retarded to us if they don't already know this and they trying to tell us what to do. And then if you supposed to be like a super learn, you should have been knew this. Like how you don't know this? Islam, everybody. So let's go over it, y'all. And after I briefly, like, it might take a few minutes. We're gonna go over this, and then we're gonna hit, because I know everybody want to know about, because everybody, like I said, been asking me about this right here. They've been asking me about these trust forms from the IRS. And I'm finna go ahead and knock that out real quick so people can stop asking me about it. Okay. Where's we at? Yeah. Okay, this is a little slow. Okay, here we go. So we had man's self-identity. And this is sphere 1 and 9. Our self versus our person. We have already seen that man's identity belongs at the first sphere. When an individual says, I am so-and-so, this so-and-so must equate with the likeness of God, which according to the Old Testament, man has, as this sphere identifies with the unstructured primordial energy matter, which can thus become anything, so is man's potential of becoming unlimited. Excuse me. And what they mean by unstructured primordial energy matter, you know, it's different levels they talking about. I ain't finna break everything down, but it's different levels. You can take it as yourself or as the whole creation, because when you laying at rest, your energy matter is you know what I'm saying, is not in whatever motion, creating whatever task you want done. It's unstructured. You know what I'm saying? It's at rest until you make a command. Yeah, we must remember that the purpose of manifested life is to bring about a reality of unity in the midst of diversity. You see how everything is a conundrum? Is truth and falsehood strangely mixed? It's like irony. It's ironic. You know, we this and that at the same damn time. And people identify with just one part. Some people just want to be the body. Some people want to be all spiritual. When you see us operating the whole self, it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. One essence appearing to be an infinitude of separate beings. Thus, man, like God and all of creation, is an individual. The term is made up of indivisible dual, therefore denoting a reality which contains elements that are separate yet cannot be separated. Thus, properly understood, the term individual cannot be confined to denoting man, but must be applied to God and all things in as the world. I don't even know if people can even understand that. They say the term individual cannot be confined to denoting man, must be applied. So they tell you the oneness. These dual elements making up man's being are the result of the unifying action of zero in the first sphere and the separating actions of 10 and 9 spheres. In this book, we will establish the convention of equating the higher part of our being, our true identity, with the term self, and the lower part of our being, where we establish a temporary identity reference point with the term person. This is what y'all don't understand. And when I be telling y'all, when I'm talking about me, I'm talking about everybody, because we all the same to a degree. So when we communicating, I'm communicating to you on different levels. I'm talking to yourself and I'm talking to your person as well, through myself and my person. So if you don't know the science, you allow the mirror to get colored by the person, because the body contains the energy and the matter, all the emotions and all that. It is what it is. You're not going to have a body without emotion. That's the power that gets it to do stuff. Mm-hmm. Let me see. We are born with only the 9th and 10th spheres in an awakened state. It will be a long time before we evolve to the point where the faculty of our first spirit will inform us intuitively of our true self. Thus, we begin life equating the information acquired through the 9th sphere with ourself. The 9th sphere, which is the seat of learning of the lower part of the spirit, learns from the 10th sphere only of our separateness from other beings. This is in direct opposition to what the first sphere intuits us. It also identifies with the specific pattern of emotional energy, inclinations, fiery or earthy temperament, that the animal spirit of each person accentuates. Everybody got one. Thus, the person believes that he or she is a shy or brave person, and so on. It also stores the memory of our experiences, and through its associative but irrational function, assembles a belief system of our capabilities and limitations. You hear what it's talking about with the ninth sphere?
Mm-hmm.
It's dealing with emotion. This is what you first get as a child. It say you start off with the 9th and the 10th sphere. So when I tell you facts and you like, you know what? But I like this though. Like, you know, they made that ice cream with feces, right? Like, yeah, this shit foul as hell. You sure?
Must have been grass fed.
Right. It's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, feces go against the principles, right? Are you sure? Hold up. Let me say one more. Yeah. You don't taste that much. Know what I'm saying?
Right. It's I'll tell you what it tastes like. Something acceptable.
Right. They don't understand. This is what the movie The Matrix trying to tell you. When they killed Neo at the end of the first Matrix, and he got up and see he killed the emotional side. The one they was running. Man chased his ass all the time. If you remember the first Matrix, they chased at the end. They chased his ass all around and killed him. He was running. He was emotional, scared, fear. When he was resurrected, we just went over the definition of resurrected, didn't we?
Yep.
Now Trinity kissed him and resurrected him, right? The Trinity, right? So she kissed him and resurrected him. So now he the risen Osiris, right? So now he ain't running no more. Now he defeating them with one hand. He's studying himself with the other hand, defeating them with the other hand. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But when he saw, his vision was what? His vision was changed, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He didn't see bodies no more. He didn't see a man no more. All he seen was numbers. All he seen was math, which is facts. Ain't that what Clock of Destiny tell you when you first start reading? Throw everything away except for math.
Mm-hmm.
And what color was the math?
Green.
It was green, like Al Qaeda, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's all I'm saying. So they say that it also identifies with the specific pattern of emotional inclinations that the animal spirit of each person accentuates. So y'all think because y'all see my emotion, I'm following the animal spirit. Y'all don't know that I got a whole lion over here operating off the wheel of Allah. Y'all just hear the roar. Oh, that motherfucker powerful. Yeah, it's doing whatever I tell it to do though. You know, you go through Africa, you see them walking with lions. That's what we doing over here. Right. We walking with a big ass lion. Mm-hmm. You saying it's lower self. I'm like, I know it's lower self. It's doing what I wanted to do. Same way I just showed you Shaitan. You got respite because you doing what my will is anyway. You work for me, and I'm a spirit man. So my Shaitan ain't supposed to work for me. If I tell Shaitan to bring Moors in, he ain't supposed to do it because he doing it. He doing it, you know. And he the lower self, so we gonna clean him up. They say it's hard to say Prophet Muhammad made this Shaitan submit. And this is my interpretation. You using that power for the will because you really the one and you operating off the two. So Let me see. It is derived from two Latin words. Per, they talking about the word person. Per, which means through, and sono, which means sound. It literally denotes something through which a sound is made. Like my word or something. I might use this legal person to put some documents that's gonna be an agent, put my word in. They take this over there and send and get that done. Mm-hmm. The understanding of this point, the same way this body is used like a straw man by Allah. This body used like, cause we say we not the body, right?
Yep.
So who did they get the principle of the straw man from? Who they get it from? Allah made the first straws. It's these bodies. And we don't own none of them. That's why you got a deen. It's going back to the source. The earth is like a trust that all the bodies came from. Metaphysical sound like a trust. Everybody is. You know what I'm saying? Using at the same time.
Yep. Running off the same principles.
Yeah, it's all the same principles.
Above, so below.
All this shit is the same principles, the same principles, the same principles. Everywhere we look is the same thing. Just ain't that what they say in the book? A different vibration of the same thing?
Yep. We
just showed you divine national in every aspect. What is not divine? And name anything that ain't divine national. Name me anything that ain't got a spiritual equivalent. When you read the meta and you know all objects got to subsist before they can exist. They gotta be in the spirit. They gotta be in the subjective before they can even exist. This is the law.
Yep.
This is why we have regular conversations. People so far behind, they don't even understand they're in dishonor. They can't even talk, bro. This is why I understand why minorities can't talk in court. You in perpetual dishonor.
Yep. From the door.
You in perpetual dishonor. And wonder why you come on somebody's platform, anybody. This ain't nobody specific. Wonder why you come on somebody's platform and they can't take you. And then go dead the prophecies of Kenneth and Obadiah Ali, and he tell you don't let no foreign nobody get up on your rostrum. Speaking nothing. That's foreign. This is why your ass getting it. Don't bring your ass like. So we in the meta, y'all. This is why I'm taking you through these books, because I've been saying this stuff. So now I'm proving everything I've been saying. The understanding of this point is to be found in the science of mantras. Now they talking about the sound, the vibrations and the sounds, and why people do chants, and why Muslims do salats. Like I said, I'm gonna get to that Kemetic yoga book. Anyone who has worked extensively with mantras may have verified the fact that what we call personalities are effects of sound complexes. For example, the sound mantra clean, taken into trance often and long enough, will generate an artistic, peaceful, and amateur personality in an individual of a different personality. Now, Hring will transform a shy youth and follow into a courageous and fearless leader. In future, now I'm not vouching for this. I don't know it. This is what the books say. Study everything, carry out into it. In future chapters, we will also see that these words of power are also the forces of nature that Westerners have translated as deities. Correlating this with the previous observation leads to the understanding of why in many African traditions, many people claim to be the incarnation of a deity. We will later see that each of the spheres of the tree of life represents one of 9 personality deities that man must learn to invoke at any given moment to meet the changing demands of life. In addition, they are each the steps of our evolutionary ladder. So they telling you need different personalities for the situations of life. That's what they telling you.
And you're gonna be able to change on them and switch to them at the drop of a dime.
Yep. Facts. Give your boy a hot second. And if anybody got any questions on any of this stuff, y'all can ask it. Just type it in there and we'll get to it ASAP. Okay. It is important to realize that man's placement of his identity in the ninth sphere, thus equating himself with a lower part of his being, is the second master cause of all of mankind's problems. It's what I was telling people the other day, y'all stuck in y'all number 9 and y'all need to go to 1. Y'all need to be off 0, 1 and go to 9 when need be. 9, 8, 9, 10 when need be. Excuse me. But because it ain't that don't use 9, they say that the problem is placing your identity in sphere 9. When your true self is sphere 1. This ain't nothing but a personality, y'all saying. What am I really talking? What's the substance of me? What's the essence of me? Like whenever I leave, I'm gonna be done so much shit. Niggas gonna know what's the essence of me. Somebody will be able to do something and they'll be like, you know what? Hey, that remind me of Noble. Hey, that's Noble all day. Whenever the next Noble come up, y'all gonna be like, that's Noble. My essence is already out here. It's a fingerprint. You know what I'm saying? The same way I remind some people Khaled or somebody else. You know what I'm saying? They say the first master cause is his being controlled by his animal spirit. Woo! That was hot. So the second cause, master cause of all problems, is having your identity in the ninth sphere in your person. Because the person is based off the eighth sphere, your experience, your past experiences. So this is why a lot of people can't evolve. A lot of people hold themselves down because they done did something they can't forget themselves for. Right. And they know other people know about it. And they like, if I try to do this, somebody might bring up who I used to be. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, you know, Christianity, they already been trained not to even tell their truth. They got to get permission from somebody else just to tell the truth. That's how the church raised them. All right, look like we lost Noble for a second. He should be back in just a moment.
Because it's a lot of their ass that's in the movie.
All right, just a second. So I can got him coming back now.
Okay, what they knocked me out?
We got you. Yeah, we got you back now. You just came back.
Okay, they knocked me out. My bad.
No,
yeah.
No.
So they said the first part is having your identity based in the ninth sphere, because the ninth is based off the eighth sphere. The eighth sphere is based off your past, your experiences. So now, after some experiences, you think you this person. That's the ninth sphere. I think I'm this. Instead of 1, I know I'm 1 with Allah. Instead of just woke up, I know I'm 1 with Allah. People were saying I got too many kids. You know what I'm saying? About too many baby daddies. I'm this. Well, I've been locked up too long. I'm this. Or I smoke too much. I'm this. Or I did this. I can't come back from this. I'm this. See, the past is holding their ass hostage. Yeah. When that ain't your true self, no way. This ain't even a true realm. That's the whole point. All this shit fake. So once you wake up, that's why Shaitan got respite. Grant me respite to the day that I read. You holding your damn self down with your past. This is why I can go into the Quran again, because he gonna get some of these people, and they gonna be trying to, know what I'm saying, blame, and he gonna say, I ain't had no power over you. Oh, he said the only power over you was that I called and you heard my call. And the reason why is your fault for even hearing his call is because Shaitan is the whispering jinn. So how can you hear a whisper if you ain't that close?
Oh, it's a lot of Moors. It's a lot of Moors that should relate to this right now. It should be hitting home.
Everybody should relate. I relate to this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Because it's all here.
How can you know what I'm saying? That's why when people think I'm on here judging, like I ain't been every role in this motherfucker. This is why I come and tell you different sides from different. Like I done been in roles. I done been reading the Bible, saying this.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing from being told and all this, that, and other. This is why I'm telling people, correct the shit. You want to move forward, correct it. Cause ain't no, know what I'm saying, just accepting it. Ain't no accepting it. Because if we just gonna accept it, then more is to get up under the blacks. If we gonna accept the garbage, Moors ain't nothing. It ain't never been nothing. Because Moors ain't got no businesses. It's some black-owned businesses.
Yep.
We all paying taxes to a degree. So what's the difference? Oh no, we ain't minorities? Well shit, I can't tell. Don't senior citizens, ain't that some type of special minority in their system? Ain't women a special minority in their system, bro?
Yeah.
So why the Moors bring that shit over here? Elders and Moabites, the matriarch. It's cold. It's cold for senior citizens in the feminist movement. What's the difference?
Yep.
Y'all paying taxes too. Yeah. Yeah, the preacher got a Bible. Y'all got some treaties. Don't none of this shit work. What's the difference? Both of y'all ask for donations. What is we talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Black power versus the bloodline. What's the difference? Is both keeping out the hybrid Albion or the white man? Like we tripping over colors. We tripping, bro. And it's see-through to me. And I'm telling people to their face and they stiff on they Kafirs. And then want to say it's religious when I'll show you the science. At a whole nother science. I go to a whole nother science and it makes sense with the Holy Quran. I'm in Medinetta going back and forth with the Holy Quran and Mecca and no Drew Ali. Mm-hmm. He founded Moore Science Temple 1928, 720. Like really though. Mm-hmm. Look, he said the unity must exist between people in order for there to be peace and prosperity for all can only come about by the leadership of the world resting in the hands of people who have evolved the first sphere, which is the natural faculty of unity. The first sphere don't got nothing to do with feelings, y'all. He telling you the only way what y'all talking about can happen is to take feelings out the equation and just do what need to be done.
Yep.
And now we finna go to the second sphere and the eighth, and he's gonna talk about the will. Because that's what need to be done, the will of Allah. And I'm not saying please don't make it religious, because you can put whatever name you know him by, throw it in there. Put Supreme Being in there. The self, whatever. So now we on the wheel. Second sphere versus the eighth sphere. The will is the faculty through which we express our future undertakings and actions. What we will to achieve is ultimately determined by our self-identity. So your identity determines what you do. We saw that our true self-identity belongs at the first sphere and shares the same quality of the Supreme Being. And we know y'all don't like the Supreme Being. I could tell how Moors talk to me, they don't like Allah. Because Allah don't deal with feelings. He destroys stuff and he create, he destroy, he give you rules, he give you a prophet. When he finna destroy you, you start hearing people with messages coming. Because he don't want to hear nothing once it come. Ain't no you gonna have everything you needed. You know what I'm saying? So in reality, man's true self is one with God, qualitatively. Similarly, man's will belongs to God. Uh-oh. Y'all hear this? We got to, like, y'all. This is why I say when certain people say this, that, and the other, when they put their will, when they put their 8 before the 2, and they steady trying to explain the shit, and I'm like, you'll never understand. Yeah. If you even arguing the point, it's futile.
Mm-hmm.
The incompetence is real.
Yep.
If you even arguing the point, I can show you the definition of shaitan. You a shaitan. Whether you know it or not, you trying to get somebody off the straight path. Well, that which works for them. That which is natural for them. You the shaitan. Shaitan means to be perverse, to openly be averse, to be against. You know what I'm saying? So when we telling you what the facts is, anything against it is what it is. It's perverse. It ain't like we made it up. These the facts. I can go to Quran. I can go to Metanetta. Y'all see me. So your will belongs to God. So what else do this mean? What that mean about free will? Is it real?
Sound like that the red pill, blue pill. Sound like a
yeah. So Morpheus, yeah. So who is Morpheus to even offer you free will, to commission you?
Islam.
Like, bro, these is facts. The principle underlying, well, hold up. It shares thus in the omniscience of the will of God. So your will got to shift, meaning your will you got to place your hand in the line hand and all is will, like it's saying that circle 7. Your will got to be in accord. So a lot of people wonder why their plans don't move. See, we talking about who you are and your will. Because look, it say the will is the faculty through which we express our future undertakings and actions. It's a lot of Moors trying to do stuff that was trying to do stuff back then that's supposed to be done now for the future. But their will must not have been in accordance with the will of Allah. And they wonder why it don't work. A lot of people don't even want to say Allah. See, the will got to match up. It ain't just your will. You got a deen. But you can tell where somebody at on the road because they think it's their will. So that lets you know they ain't off the 2. They off the 8. See, it's a high road and it's a low road. Like it's saying caveat emptor. It say they think they on the road with the, know what I'm saying? They think they on a high road, but they not. So they think they doing the will, but they not doing the will because they will contain feelings and emotions, and that don't, in the self don't get feelings, emotions. All the self got is will and consciousness. That's all the self got. Its active state is willing, making commands. Its passive state is just being conscious. You know what I'm saying? That's all the self do. So I know you not in your God, in your higher self when you talking feelings. Or when you moving off feelings, when you making actions off feelings. Because the body gonna talk feelings. The body gonna express in emotion. That's the cloud. That's what cloud everything up. That's what you got to be able to see through. That's the costume. That's all the self got. We got the echo back.
No, I got it straight.
Now watch this. The principle underlying determinant of success is not having a firm will or thinking positively, as mind experts will have us believe. Bro, this preaching to the quiet, dog. The principle underlying determinant of success, or how to get stuff done, is not having a firm will or thinking positively. This ain't about happy, happy, joy, joy. It comes from man's ability to intuit God's will. See, this ain't about being nice. It's about where you at in the hierarchy.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I told, she is talking about how will and expressing future undertakings and actions. Then the other day we told them people, you should be able to look at us in our situation and tell where we at on the tree of life. Tell how high we is. Because you don't see it in the physical. You saying we disregarding all the rules physically. So that should tell you something. But they ain't studied enough to even be able to read, bro.
No.
They just acting.
No, that's the reason why they're waiting on somebody in a fancy garb to tell them what to do. That's
Yeah.
the reason why they're calling everywhere. And even though they didn't call me or whatever, oh, I'm not gonna say nothing bad against them because I'm waiting on them to come help me, and they ain't gonna ever come, bro.
Yeah.
Waste
It is
of time.
what it is. It is what it is.
Mhm.
I mean, hey, all we can do is keep showing y'all these facts. The ability to do so, they talk about intuiting God's will, resides in the second sphere of the tree of life. An individual who has evolved to this level of being is able to unite her personal will with that of God. In other words, the person seeks to be guided by God's will in all undertakings in life. They talk about the rule. Once again, since all of the person's actions is guided by God, success is always the outcome. Excuse me. This is what I've been telling people for the longest, y'all. They think it's mysticism. In addition, all actions are always in harmony with all other events in the world, given the fact that God's will is a reflection of its self-identity, which is the sphere of unity, sphere one. So y'all wonder why y'all ain't got unity?
Mm-hmm.
Because y'all keep denying the truth. Some of y'all keep denying. Y'all choose to stay down there. While I choose to use my 9, I choose to use my 9 in a way that it can be, you know what I'm saying, mistaken. But my 1 is coming from the real. I let all the real people gonna see because they, we the same. They the opposite. They gonna present the 1 on the outside, but they can tell all they people because they the same. You know what I'm saying? They do the same stuff, and we can all tell each other because we opposite. We don't do what each other do. You know what I'm saying? That's an Holy Quran of Mecca.
Yeah.
So for this to happen, people got to raise their vibration. This unity stuff, people got to raise themselves to sphere 1. Y'all got to raise yourself on this tree. And when for you got to even understand what I mean when I say that, because I'm not talking about. We just said we're not talking about good thoughts. Sphere 1 got to do with commands with your true self. It don't got to do with no emotion. It got to do with just doing what needs to be done, whether you like it or not.
Yep. And you can't
pick
and choose.
Sphere 1.
Right. And you can't pick and choose what part of it you don't want. You can't pick and choose the part of the work that, oh, this too hard, I ain't gonna do it. I just want to do that. You can't do it. It's not gonna work.
You're not strong enough, bro. This is why I keep showing Thanos. He said the strongest decisions is made by those with the strongest minds, or something to that effect. This sphere 1. What type of test you think is up here? What you think you got to do to even get up here? So what, you just doing shit that need to be done with no feelings? Your mama fall into no feelings.
Mm-hmm.
People you love, all that shit fall into no feelings. I'm talking about moving off the no feelings. I ain't talking about expression and having emotions. I'm talking about your decision is righteous. It's right-minded decisions, whether you like them or not. So if you're expressing a decision you like, it might sound like it's your decision because you like it. If you're expressing a decision you don't, people gonna know. They'll be able to see more.
Mm-hmm.
So that's sphere 1. This is the opposite to the common experience in which people's actions and attempts to solve problems result in new and even worse problems. There go your free will.
Mm-hmm.
The Hydra serpent of Greek mythology that sprouted 2 heads for each one that was severed. I keep telling y'all, that's what free will is. It's a teacher. That's why Islam is called submission, because one of these days you're going to learn to just stop. Just go with the plan. Because we're not going to help everybody want us going with it, and we're not going to help you if you're not going with it. We know that's what it is. What we had to do.
Yep. I had to face the music.
Yeah. But the faculty of the sphere belongs to the higher division of the man's spirit, and therefore to the evolutionary future of the majority of the people in the world. See, they know most of y'all ain't up here. It has only been manifested by a few sages. When most people express their will to achieve a particular goal, lacking the input from the second sphere, they take their cue from the ninth and the eighth spheres. The ninth sphere, the seat of their personality, informs them basically that they are limited in their potential of being and separate from all other beings. The superficial and segregative thinking of the eighth sphere has the connection between the things that people think about. This results in a limited view of what can be achieved and causes most undertakings to end in conflict with other events in the world. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of you Moors, because y'all can't intuit what's finna happen. Yep. And they can't plan stuff that's got life in it. That's gonna be in that's gonna be agreeable.
Right. Right. They can't even intuit a plan. They don't. That's the reason why they don't work. And then they try to take somebody else's plan and merge it with this and add this and piecemeal that, making a patch quilt. The shit don't work.
Bro, how many more is talking about deporting some Albions? And how many of them know that comes from the prophecies and canons of Noble Drew Ali? Mm-hmm. But that's the only thing you follow. Like y'all cherry picking the literature.
Right.
Let me see. Meditation on the subject will reveal that most of what people achieve in the world is at the expense of something else in their life or that of others. Y'all hear that? Most of what y'all achieve is taken away from other people or another aspect of your life. This is the master source of all the personal and group conflicts in the world. Now, ain't it a bunch of Moors talking about the women got to rule everything for us to do everything?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So who rights that's going to take away from?
Yeah, it's yours. Because remember, you're going to do whatever they say. Oh, I'm sorry, son.
Mm-hmm. Everybody mad, right? Everybody saying ain't nothing moving, right? It's conflict, ain't it?
Yep.
Ain't the elders doing this too? Ain't the elders in all positions of trust and ain't nothing happen?
Yep.
So it's hurting other people. This the whole thing of what we've been talking about for over a week. Other people. Some people profit for other people to, you know what I'm saying, fail.
Mm-hmm.
This is what the cause of conflict. This is in the Metanetta. This is in the Holy Quran. Do people follow the Metanetta? Do people follow the Holy Quran? Like, do we got to make this an addition problem? A word problem? This is easy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
In the same manner that the Lord principle that unevolved man identifies with as his self, the ninth sphere, is not his true self. See, you're really not that number 9. You're really the 1. Neither is the eighth sphere man's true will, because it's really 2. What most people call their will are really their desires, hopes, and wishes masquerading as such. And that was perfect for me to get off into this fraud. That was a perfect segue to get off into this fraud. Divine and national. We even gonna teach you divine and national. We just went from the divine, let's go national. Now, before I even get into this, let me go down here. Hold up. Because I gotta teach people what they even do. So I'm finna dog walk this thing all the way. Can't lie about it once I explain it. Nobody. So we in 8 U.S. Code 1611. Everybody know, I'm with the empire, the Moorish Empire. It's on my state ID, not the public. When they run it, it's on the private. I got pulled over by the police a few days ago. The next day, I was getting trailed by a similar dick car, and I was looking for my ID, and I ain't got the motherfucker. The police kept my ID, bro. Remember I told you they pulled me over the other day?
Yeah.
He kept my ID.
Yeah, I never seen.
Bro. And I'm like, I don't know if he was just so excited about it or what, or I don't know if he ran it and seen what I did, you know what I'm saying, seen the information on them. And then I was already talking to it, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I know I got to go get a color. But what's on there is a qualified alien. That's what's on that ID, that state ID. It ain't a U.S. citizen. And you got aliens that's not qualified. This is what we, you know, for educational purposes, we teach Moors who with the empire and want to correct their status. And we got courses. It's been $100 a lodio. Them courses finna change. If you ain't already got it, you probably want to get it sometime soon while still 100 notes. It's finna go up. And I did it like this for a reason because I ain't want to hit nothing once it went up. I ain't want to hit nothing. I say I'm gonna let people. I'm the type of person I let a person hang themselves. And I'm not finna make being a vanguard a burden. I'm not finna make it a burden because it ain't. Either you gonna listen or you ain't. Ain't no compulsion in Islam. So it was an individual, you know. One of these days they might try and come out and speak their piece or whatever. You know, I've blocked the individual. And this is why I tell everybody go, you know, you have to listen. You have to pay attention. I'm not here to be your friend. Excuse me. I'm not here to chat with you. I don't care about your likes and dislikes. I talk to too many people to be trying to make friends. Like that ain't what I'm on. I was on the phone with this person for 4 times the usual time. I'm not even gonna say how long it was. If this person come out, I'm gonna blast their ass. But I was on the phone with this person for 4. This a man. This a man, by the way. I was on the phone with this person for 4 times the time it take to learn this stuff. They want to tell me all these stories. This why I just be an asshole in the door, because when I try to be nice, it always go wrong. It always go wrong. Damn near. So I try to be, I'm letting them, you know, tell his little stories, and you want to tell me about this. How I know that the U.S. travelers check stuff wrong, because he already did the shit and sent it to me and told me the feds came and got him and was questioning him about it. And he had all that U.S. Treasury on the check and all that. I blocked his ass. I might can unblock and still get the pictures. But I showed you the stuff. I don't know if you remember. I think I showed it like a week ago or something. I might have sent it to your phone. So I already knew when I seen them people out there doing that stuff, and even though they spend it in lower letters and all that, I know what it is. And I know what's going to happen when you people do this stuff. So what y'all doing is y'all trying to, remember how we just told you and showed you how the Moors is basically blacks under different titles? Instead of minority is the elders and it's the matriarch. You know what I'm saying? Them the special groups, the special minority groups of the Moors, they get extra rights. It's the same thing with this. So blacks want reparations. Blacks want reparations. That's what Moors is trying to do. That's what Moors is trying to do. All this write the check and all that shit is reparations, bro.
Mm-hmm. That's what they want. Don't
call me this name no more. You want reparations. Don't call me this name. I got the right to the truck, my estate, all that. You want reparations. That's what you doing. Am I saying it's wrong with wanting reparations? No, ain't nothing wrong with wanting reparations. Can you get reparations and you ain't a nation? Can you get reparations, Dred Scott? I don't think you can get reparations, Dred Scott. This is my thing. Mm-hmm. So before we even go over the forms, we're going to tell you what the federal public benefit is. This is the federal public benefit. And the federal public benefit is basically your social security number, or its social security number. That's what it's for. It is a tax identification number also, as well as other numbers are tax identification numbers. But this is specifically talking about what you finna get. And you only can get it if you got a social security number. So they can identify. The social security number is a slave tax identification number. What I mean by slave is, in their system, it's not an employer. It's an employee. Anywhere that number show up for work, it's going to show up as employee. Which if you know Juneteenth, 1863, employee means slave. And employer means master. So if you're using a slave number, if you identify as a slave, do I got to finish the sentence? What's de jure about a slave? What's de jure? What's operating a trust about a slave? This is why they still gonna hire you as U.S. citizen. Like the dude that, end up getting, I ain't even curse him out. I just blocked him. But this is what he came to me with. And this is what I'm gonna do to anybody. You listening to me and then go to somebody else and then get spent and then come trying to hold me accountable for their stuff, I'm just gonna block you. I'm not answering nobody. I'm not explaining nobody else garbage. I'm gonna let you do it and catch the case. That'll explain it for everybody. Because whoever can do it need to go and cut $100,000 check and get sharing out real quick. Prove it to everybody.
As long.
Cut the check. If it's official, what's the hide about? What is anything to hide?
Mm-hmm.
So this is what the benefit is. This is why I be telling y'all, this is how you know all these people it is what it is, bro. Everything over here is the federal public benefit. Everything. If your ass ain't made it, your damn, and if you bought it with fiat, and then made it, it's still made out of that stuff. If you ain't in the woods, you're using the federal public benefit, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go over.
Yeah, your tools you use to make your tools. If you ain't out, if you ain't naked and afraid,
You're right.
You.
So you got A and you got B. You got any grant, any contract, any loan, any license, professional any. These universals, commercial license provided by the United States or by funds of the United States. So say you're more and y'all doing you did a search and you collected private commercial paper or you getting a donation. That's a contract. Donation. Right. Mm-hmm. That's a contract off of their appropriated funds. That ain't money, them notes. So your ass using the benefit. That's what I'm saying. Everybody using it. Now this is why I'll tell you it's connected to your Social Security number. Excuse me. Because to get the loan, to get the contract and all that stuff, sometimes you're going to need that number. To you know what I'm saying? To get a job. Some of y'all using Social Security numbers for work. Any contract. This is not supposed to be used, you know what I'm saying, for that. If you want us. But you see how we guard, it's the reason they call us Vanguard. The same way the Quran and literature guard it, we guard it. This is why people mad. Everybody ain't get access to us. This is why homie was mad. He thought he had access. No, you don't get it. First of all, the class is 100 notes. I did bro a favor. He ain't even pay that. I tried to just help him out. And it backfired. This is what it is. I already know what it is, though. What I was coming with is that the principle was too high. The sphere was too high. I gotta lower the vibration so he can understand me. Mm-hmm. Just like Jesus had to go to the Sacred Brotherhood in chapter 13.
Yep.
I gotta know how to lower this vibration. So that's A. Look at B. Any retirement, welfare, health, disability, public or assisted housing, education, food assistance, unemployment benefit, or other similar benefit, which payments or assistance are provided to an individual. What is y'all talking about?
Mm-hmm.
You can't get none of this without a Social Security number. All that was the benefit. You got to have a Social Security number to get the benefit. Y'all starting to get me now? We're going to walk through this. That was the benefit. You got to have a Social number to get the benefit. So, baby. So when you born, your mama signed a certificate, right? And then they go and fill out one of these for you. They apply for a Social Security card. Why they applying? So you can get the benefit. Because you can't get it without that. Now, one thing, for somebody go against, for whoever want to go against the federal public benefit, I want to know, because Article 4 of the Zodiac say you can enforce and demand housing and food and clothing. The same shit, the benefit. I want to know how any more was ever getting that. Was any more ever getting it? Can anybody ever prove they was getting it? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Even though we know you was getting it, whether you know it or not. If your ass getting food stamps, that's the benefit. If you got Section 8, that's the benefit. You know what I'm saying? You got county care, that's the benefit. That's it. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about all the discharge or whatever. Besides people getting cases. So this is application for Social Security card. This is one of the the first class we go over this. What's not gonna change? What's not gonna change on hold up. What's not gonna change on here is this number. This don't change. They go right here. That little 8. So, you can change the name. You ain't finna change this number. You know what I'm saying? Another thing. For Moors that's saying they the real U.S. That means you got to be the real U.S. citizen, right? How can you be the Republican and you not a U.S. citizen? Talking about you the real U.S. Because ain't no American citizen on here. Like, bro, everybody got a Social Security card. Where's the citizenship for the Moors in the Republic, bro? Where's that? Where the USA Republic citizenship at?
Yep.
For the Moors that own everything, they the IRS and Treasury, and they the Republic. Where's it at?
You're right.
They doing forms and showing papers and all this.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that? It's only one place for US.
Yeah. And you can't say you couldn't, you don't make up all these damn forms, but all you had to do is get this one updated since you the, USA, whatever.
Exactly.
You should have just told them, go on, update that. I'm going to send demand y'all to update that.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is the first form. I'm just showing y'all so y'all can know what a Social Security number is. It's a slave number. Why is it a slave number? Because it's for benefits. Y'all don't get it yet? If you're getting a benefit, everything is contract. What you giving up if you're getting benefits? This is why everybody think you a U.S. citizen and say if you under U.S. protection. Because you're getting benefits. They just ain't read that Article 4 of the Zodiac or ain't enforcing it. Or their mind ain't expanded. I don't know. So that's what SS5 is for. All y'all got it. And my point is, it's a safe number for getting benefits. It ain't for operating nobody, you know what I'm saying, trust. Not the kind we talking about. Because people coming to me like as if that's what I don't teach that stuff. Mm-hmm. I know you might like that. If that's what you like, you gonna have to do it. But no. So let me see, what do I want to go over with this? This is covered in the second class. This is a SS4 form. for EINs. First of all, anybody in our class, you know you're not finna have no, if you got like, how can I put this? Ain't no paperwork, bro. Y'all know it's only one way to get the number, right? And it ain't through the mail or online.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't use an SSN to get it. Mm-hmm. I thought you was foreign. See, people have not separated themselves from the straw man, bro. This is how they get tripped on the paperwork. Because it's still me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not this. I'm not this. I don't even talk like that on paperwork or to them. I talk to them as it. It, this, it, that. Or that's my this, or that's my this. It's complete separation. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, SSN, like EIN, let's just think about this. EIN is a master number, right? SSN is a slave number, right?
Mm-hmm.
You think a slave can control a master?
Absolutely not.
Can a slave be the trustee over the master?
But wait, here's the thing. We still talking about the ones that are still saying the straw is alive. It's
right.
even worse when you say it's dead.
Right. Yeah, bro. Yeah. And I don't even want to get too specific on that. I ain't gonna get too specific on that one. Even though I could and just, know what I'm saying, explain it. But if anybody want to do that, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? But this is for getting the EIN, y'all. And I ain't even finna get too specific on this. They got an IRS manual. You can read the instructions. You can read the instructions, or you can take the course. And this is why I tell people think it's about fiat. No, because when the one time I try and think somebody commented and just go through it and try to go through it, like I said, the thing took hours and hours and hours and hours, and he still didn't learn because you a fan. We not on here looking for people to kiss our ass. We don't want you to argue. We're not trying to argue with you. We don't want you to kiss our ass. We just want you to be what you said. Oh, you came for this? Okay, say that shit and bye. Mm-hmm. Like, don't add nothing else. Don't take away nothing else. Now you want to talk and this, that, and the other, and you done use your talk time up. Ain't no talk time. This is why I made sure you got everything. You sure? Cool, because you ran your mouth. You know that over with. That ain't never finna happen no more. Mm-hmm. Like, I just got time to talk about your fraud. Like, bro. Like, ain't nowhere on this form do it say who's the beneficiary. These people, it's Moore's trying to get like we've been, you know what I'm saying, teaching for a nice little while. Moore's is copycatting and fucking shit up. Trying to. Some boys calling, getting their EIN. Some boys is like the dude I just blocked. He calling and he didn't study none of the stuff I told him and trying to hold me accountable. That ain't my fault. I told y'all what it is. Mm-hmm. You're supposed to be able to answer these questions. They tried me too. This is what I tell you. They're going to try you. I'm not guaranteeing nothing for you. I'm going to tell you how to do it. You're going to go and try it. If you mess it up, that's on you. Yeah, $100 ain't shit to me. The shit y'all want, I'll charge y'all ass $3,000. You want to keep talking to me for 6 months and want me to tell your ass everything, because you basically want me to be on the phone with you. Mm-hmm. So when they ask you about what you lying about because you ain't really read it, I can clean it up for you.
Bro, like that's gonna work. Not two people on the phone. Not both of y'all gonna look fucking crazy.
Make the call for him, bro. Who is it? Who's the beneficiary? What you mean, who's the beneficiary? This ain't your job to ask no beneficiary. That ain't on the form. What they got to do with it?
Mhm.
What city in Morocco? I'm like, how many lives y'all done watched of me? I watched a live. Okay, then what's my trademark? If anybody say, yeah, he be talking about 8 U.S. code, what you gonna automatically go to? 1101, subsection 15E. And also 8. Like, what is we talking about? This is why I say, don't watch me and then go listen to dude and them and then come talking to me. I'm gonna know that you did it by how you talking. You call killing the straw and this and that. And what you think about? Ain't no call you to what you think about. No, I ain't got time to call you to. I'm not wasting my time on that. I could care less about it. I don't care if you want to know about it. Go read about it. See, people want to slave. I ain't finna study. You tell me about it. No, I ain't telling you shit.
Yeah, you already studied it. You know what to do.
Right. I told you what to do. I told you what not to do. And some of y'all still ain't listening. So I said, this is for EIN. It's only the only way you finna get it's only one way to get the one more for that. And if you don't know what you feeling this thing, if you gotta ask somebody about filling this out, you don't need to fill it out. Because what is you gonna have to ask me about, you know what I'm saying, how to operate it too?
Oh,
every time.
That's the whole
Exactly.
thing. They just want to fill out the stuff and they don't know how to operate jack shit. Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. If you one of them type of people that you not finna go back and read instructions and go read the manual and go read this and go read that, you think I'm finna tell it to you? And then soon you gonna go talk to somebody else and they gonna say something different, and because you don't know, that's gonna change everything for you. And then you gonna come back to me and talk about, well, what did it say? I'm gonna hang up on your ass. Don't never call me no more. I could kill her. I don't care what you ever do. It is what it is, bro. Like, and I'm just gonna tell people, fuck it, because there's too many people ask about this shit. Say you got your parents or one of them died or whatever, and you want to control the estate, this is that and the other. You gonna take the you know what I'm saying? Can control their estate like that. Bam. And control shit. Make a trust and have an EIN for their shit. That's how that go. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And
not
if you want
to then wake up like Jesus 3 days later writing fucking checks to the pay to the order of don't even make sense. Like you ain't never wrote a check before to be able to. Anybody who can read would look at that and know that was fraud.
you just gotta study, bro. Like
by itself. No,
if you
have to study. If you wrote a check and you tendered a check before, either one, so you wrote one and you cashed one, and I know a lot of motherfuckers done it, you'll know that ain't right.
Bro, if you read the damn book, if you know what a social security number is, you'll know. Like,
yeah.
You know that defeat the whole purpose.
Yeah.
This is why we telling you call. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to see nothing from them until something. Like I said, I ain't finna go everything. I'm gonna tell you just enough so you know you've been warned, and I'm out of there.
Yep.
Okay, so we went over that. Is there any questions on any of this stuff? We went from divine to national. Showed you about the authority, showed you about the, you know what I'm saying? Even though Drew Ali knew was with the science.
Yep. As you can see, we got the chat going back, so we reconnected. So if you got any questions or whatever, just drop in the chat on YouTube or Facebook. We'll pop them up and get them answered for you.
Mm-hmm. And I was talking to bro yesterday, trying to see what the hell, like what could I really tell Morse? Islam to everybody. what could I really tell Moors like now? Besides coming on here talking shit all the time, what could I just tell Moors, you know, that can be of use, that can really be useful? And it always end up going back to similar, getting into the literature, because it's like, I could say start a business, I could say this, that, and the other. But you know what? It's like the problem is spiritual anyway.
Yep.
Because people ain't even got they ain't got the energy to, you know what I'm saying? They ain't got the karma. They dead. They ain't got the energy.
All the energy is going to run all of the folly.
Yeah.
It take energy to run that. And the whole thing is nobody wants to unplug. Nobody wants to turn back around. Everybody went to the church, and then if you didn't go to the church, your family were already strict under those principles. And that's when, between that and the stuff that you see on TV about how things are supposed to be ideal and that's your dream. So the whole thing is they look at, if they have to disconnect, then that dream deteriorates. It crashes when they don't even realize it was supposed to do that anyway because it was folly. And if you actually decide that you're going to turn around and face the principles and start living the principles, then you'll see the change in your life directly. But people don't want to, I don't know, I'm scared how that's going to, but the whole time they don't want to study, right? But a new movie come out, a new series, fucking Black Girls Club 10 or what the fuck ever, and now everybody, I know all the details about the shoes she wore, this, that, and the lace front wig, this, and the whatever bullshit. That's where all your energy went. Then you wonder why you're tired.
Bro, they're emotionally connected to it, bro. The same way it's hard for me to stop eating, you know what I'm saying, the little chocolate munchkins from Dunkin' Donuts. Stop getting them. Mm-hmm. It's the last time type shit.
Yep.
That's what they doing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's our diet. You know, we consumers.
Yep.
You said, what you got to lose when the whole system fraud? Islam. Mm-hmm. Islam. Yeah, we consumers, bro. So, like, this is why Noble Drew Ali said to change the people, you got to change their literature. You got to change what they consuming. A lot of people say, you know, change your diet, you know, for moods and all this type of stuff, the stomach, and, you know, because it's connected to the brain and all this type of stuff.
Mm-hmm. The energy level, all that.
Yeah. So I think it's more spiritual because people is like dead. It's like the saying, why kick a dead horse? Or ain't no use kicking a dead horse because it ain't gonna fight back. Mm-hmm. Ain't no fight. You know when it's fight? When emotion get involved.
Yep.
That's the only time it's fight. And people wonder why I'm using the lower self. They wonder why I'm using the 9. How I'm using the 9. Because y'all ain't using it. Y'all trying to use the 9 like it's the 1.
Yep.
You're trying to use the 8 like it's the 2.
But that's why I say they're limited, bro.
Yeah. That's why it ain't got no power. Mm-hmm. That's why it ain't got no power.
And that's why Shaitan is being granted respite right now, and they don't see it.
And he got respite. Shaitan is like, you know what I'm saying? Shaitan is your body. You know, I'm fighting them off as well. We all got a jihad. Shaitan is that energy matter that we all got to, know what I'm saying, conquer fully. You know, I got his ass pretty much under control. Mm-hmm. You know, I got his actions under control. He still be talking.
Yeah, you can't shut him the fuck up. You won't shut the fuck up, but you got to do what you got to do.
He still be talking, but you know, I know how to beat his ass. You know.
Yeah. What was that for Friday? I'll be back. I'll be talking again.
Right. You lucky you got right. As soon as you better not never leave alive. You ever. I got your ass.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Right.
Like fuck up one time.
On the real. So let me see. Okay, still ain't seen nothing. Give y'all a few more minutes to try, know what I'm saying? If y'all want to answer, want something answered. If I got any more literature up here that I want to show. Let me see. It's just random Morse literature. It's just Surah around the Mecca the time. By the time surely man is in loss, except those who believe and do good and exhort one another the truth and exhort one another patience. And it's basically this is another surah talking about how free will is an illusion. And it's swearing by time. So reliable you can swear by it. The zodiac is so reliable. The clock is so reliable you can swear by it. Surely man is in loss. Except those who believe and do good and exhort one another the truth and exhort one another patience. So when man go out to his own, that's that free will. He in loss. Only time he ain't in loss is if he believe and do good, is if he following the plan. Is if he on the path. If you in the Holy Quran, you know what it is. You in the Madanetta, you know what it is. We'll get to some other books and you'll know what it is. I'm finna be in each individual text. It's like 12 or 13 individual Kemetic texts, like papyrus text, coffin text, all different texts. So inshallah, like y'all seeing real-time growth. Y'all, inshallah, a year from now, we're gonna be speaking Arabic, breaking down hieroglyphics.
All day.
Yeah. Inshallah. So that's what it is. I'm gonna try and keep coming with something to try and jumpstart because we ain't got the spark. It ain't even really information. We in the age of information. That ain't the problem. The problem is the people don't want to learn it. You know what I'm saying? Problem is the people is on the low road. They don't want 1, 2. They want 9, 8.
Yep.
You heard the whoever read the story of Moses. You know the story of Moses when they say the children of Israel save them from Pharaoh, drown Pharaoh and all that.
Yeah, I think
and they got the wilderness. They got a story, right? He's supposed to save the children of Israel from Egypt, drown Pharaoh and all this stuff, right? So they get to the wilderness and he feeding them manna from heaven, right? He getting the manna from heaven to feed them, right? And they complaining because they want the garlic and the lentils and the, you know what I'm saying, the onions and all that shit that they had in Egypt. You trying to feed them the bread from heaven. They want the shit to grow out the ground.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Same like right now. You know what I'm saying? We know y'all ain't never ate this before. We know it's, you know what I'm saying, a little different. No, give us the shit from Egypt, from you know what I'm saying, from when we was slaved up.
Yeah.
Cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's all across the board. That's the diet. That's everything.
Yeah.
But it's all based off that illusion of choice. Well, remember, who owns the will? Your will.
So we need to jumpstart. We need to have the will, bro. I swear, bro. Like I had enough will leaving the joint. I already knew what it was. Couldn't nobody tell me nothing. I was saying this 6 months before I was from the league. Like, bro, all I gotta do is get out. I can walk. I can get back. If they let me out butt naked from Danville or Jacksonville, Illinois,
walk home and get it.
I bet you I get back. I might not walk, but I'm gonna get back.
Look, naked, you ain't gotta worry about it. These niggas.
Be out there.
More about it to make sure you get home, Sean.
Hey, bro. I hit that old Captain Morgan.
Oh shit.
Hey man. The Captain man.
Okay.
I get back.
Put on the barrel.
Shut up. I'm getting cursed out now. Yeah, bro. This how this is saying. Niggas know, look, let me out the joint, it'll be freezing. And they'll be in the joint like, man, let me out right now. I bet you I get back. This is what they say. This just lets you know the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Like on the Biggie movie when Puffy was like, man, if they drop me in the jungle, I'm gonna come out with a mink suit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come out with bears and gorillas and chinchillas and all. No.
right.
The bell type stuff. That's the wheel you gotta have. I wish a nigga would. That's how I came out. I was overturned, super turned, super turned up. This is why I be looking at them for the literature. I'm like, right. People think it's about good and bad, what they think good and bad. No, it's about your energy level. How active is this piece? Because they only good and bad depending on what information. You remember Transformers Beast Mode, the little cartoon, digital type cartoon?
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember it. But the Transformer come down, it wouldn't be nothing.
Right.
And then depending on where it lay, or depending on who got to it first, they'll turn into a Decepticon or Autobot.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I'm saying? Same type of principle. So these people, like, just because they one way don't mean, just like if you read the story of Prophet Muhammad, go download a PDF called The Sealed Nectar. It's on Google. You read his story, you'll hear one of the caliphs that after he died, Umar, he was like one of their worst enemies. He was beating them Muslims' ass. Because when they started, it was just like the Moors over here. They was getting persecuted. So they had to keep it silent. You know, you go out, you don't see no Moors, no Feds nowhere. They just on Facebook. So in the private, they was praying in the private, but in the public, they was acting like they was pagans like everybody else. Or whatever.
Yeah, like they do them now.
So Umar's sister became Muslim. You know, it's taboo now. At this point in the story, it's taboo. So he find out and go over there to kill his sister and her husband because they both Muslims or whatever. He go to kill her. He got a jawbone of her ass. This is what he fight with. And he's finna go kill both of them. And he heard them, you know what I'm saying, reciting the Quran or whatever. And when he heard it, it's supposed to have melted this, you know, the sound or whatever, you know, it was so beautiful, whatever. You know how that go. And then he met Prophet Muhammad, and then that was that. And then he ended up being the muscle for the Muslims. And now they ain't had to hide no more. Now they start sticking their chests out. You know what I'm saying? And then they end up leaving because it started being conflict. This story sounds familiar. It's just jurisdictional with us. They left and came back. They ended up leaving, got their stuff together, and then came back and retook Mecca. You know what I'm saying? They left, changed their Qibla, came back. And then when they came back, you know what they did once they defeated the Arabs? You know how bad they slaughtered them?
Not bad.
They didn't. They was Islamic.
Damn. Yeah, they changed.
Like Noble Drew Ali said, when you get back on top, treat them people, you know what I'm saying? Don't do this and don't do that. Treat them people like this and like. So, like, we're going to have to keep going over this stuff. I know it ain't super popular. But, you know, it seems like it's a direction that need to be had. Plus, the spark ain't lit no way. It's a few people, few new Moors I see. I'm seeing, really, it'd be like, you know, more bodies starting businesses. I don't know what's up with them. I don't know what's up with the Moors. if we just behind literally, you know, on a literal side of what?
Yeah,
Or
most of the Moors spend more time studying or trying to figure out finagle a way through this fall to rapping instead of trying to get self-sufficient, you know, and getting something a little more tangible so that you can explore the other avenues that you want to do.
you need to do something because it's 2021 fiscal year. Like who can imagine the next 5 years? You think it's gonna get better? Like it might get better, but they talking about raising minimum wage to $15. Is that like what it is? Is that what we on?
If they raise the minimum wage to $15, that's not going to help you because the inflation and all the shit that you already accustomed to is not going to match that $15.
Bro, that's just one thing. First of all, them jobs still gone. Second of all, now what that does is it puts priority on the jobs. Now it put an emphasis on it. So, you don't want this? You don't want this vaccine? Because what's not gonna take it? Shit, Joe Biden letting the whole Mexico in this bitch. Some of them gonna take it for them jobs.
Oh yeah.
It's pressure now. It's pressure now. Oh, y'all Moors. Oh, get off the land. Oh, and you don't even control the resources. Oh, you gonna tell me what I'm gonna do? Oh, okay. Yep. Hey, stop building that wall. No, I know. Stop building it. Stop building it. Let their ass stop sending their ass out from ICE back. We gonna know what I'm saying, sanctuary city. We got our new slave base. Reset. The blacks can't take care of themselves no way, and they don't want to work. And they tearing shit up. See, once y'all did the magic ding ding ding, y'all tearing up downtown. Oh, cool. Hey, let the Mexicans in here. You know what I'm saying? We got something for this.
Easy.
Yeah. We'll let these niggas, we'll start these niggas out. They gonna kill each other anyway. They already beefing. Anytime somebody with some sense come talk to them, you know what I'm saying, they ain't finna listen to them for whatever reason. Because the only type of person that's gonna have some sense is gonna be somebody that been through hell. So once he ain't groomed, they gonna like, nah. This is why I be going so hard. I got a counter for that. Pain. I'll just go off the one. So people, this is why, so you understand if you read the Metanetta, this is why people be coming with their sob stories, and I'll just be looking like, you know I'm on one, right? You done? Because I ain't finna make a decision off your sob story. Ain't no more questions.
Yeah, looks like we don't have any questions in here.
Oh yeah, and I know everybody watching. For the people who watching, who trying to start this other thing now, there's some other new shit that y'all trying to start. Trying to say the United States is not a corporation. That's only for 28 U.S. Code subs 3002 subsection 15A. Let's go to the James Travis bankruptcy speech, this congressional record, and let y'all, you know what I'm saying, get your we gonna let you get your viewing pleasure on once I. Okay. The Federal Reserve System agreed to extend the that looks self-explanatory. It don't look like I gotta say what that is. Also, if you want to know it's not a government, if that ain't enough for you and you still think they're a government, I'm gonna stay in the same document. Hold up for you Watusi real quick. Before you try Watusi, House Joint Resolution 192, 73rd Congress, 1933 Joint Resolution to suspend the gold standard and abrogate the gold clause, dissolve the sovereign authority of the United States. It dissolved the sovereign authority. They're not sovereign. They're not a sovereign nation. It dissolved the sovereign authority of the United States and the official capacities of all United States government offices, and departments. And is further evidence that the United States federal government exists today in name only. Is this like this congressional record? I'm waiting for the sovereign citizen, you know. Receivers of the United States bankruptcy was the international bankers. So this is all the stuff y'all was just crazy about. That ain't true. This is why y'all wonder why these people don't come on my platform. This why. They know I'm gonna pull out the big guns and blow their ass back. I'm gonna come with this document first. Because we can't even talk. If you ain't even gonna acknowledge the truth, it ain't nothing to talk about. I don't care what happened. Don't call, don't wait to 6 more months and what's finna happen? Oh, I don't care. I'm gonna be right at the same point. Like, I said, this, and this. Yep. All y'all talking about the democracy? That's the new form of government. See? You see? That's the new form. It's called de facto. This new form of government is known as democracy. Now, I just seen de facto in here somewhere. Because I'm gonna get everything for you. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make the paper crop for you. Hold up. But they talking about fiat notes and all type of. Inverse discharging. See, this is what everybody want to see. They want a whole secure party creditor class.
Yeah.
So y'all want to know the history of how we got in this mess? They talking about how they hypothecate you, how the U.S. citizen is a tenant franchisee, was registered as a beneficiary of the trust, birth certificate. In 1933, the federal United States hypothecated all the present and future property asset label of their subjects, the 14th Amendment U.S. citizen, to the Federal Reserve System. All you Moors who ain't updated y'all status. Remember we were showing the line that say U.S. citizen on it? Citizenship? You ain't changed it. It's 14th Amendment. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Hold up. Let me just take a little bit of this thing. One more look. Thought it sounded like those. So I know I'm gonna find it later. If I don't find it now, I'll be. Here we go. Here we go. That's what I wanted. That's the stuff. all United States offices, officials, and departments are now operating within a de facto status in name only under emergency war powers. Easy. Yeah, so that's a parting gift for all the for everybody watching my channel and trying to say that, still trying to say it's a democracy and the country and the this and the that and the this. These facts. If people need help updating the status or getting your tribe on a record or setting up business, we still do the classes, the first and the second. We're going to steady do the classes. As far as, like I said, the EIN, it's still not over. Even if, say these people, say you took a class and you tried and people messed it up or you messed up, you still not over. Excuse me. It's still not over for you to do business. This is why I tell people to correct their status first of all. Because when you correct it, you taking that thing out from, you taking it from being under their control anyway. Because everything is connected to that number. That's all I'm gonna say about that right now. If people have messed up, it's another way. Like I say, you can DBA that thing. That's really it in a nutshell. Go study that. And one of the Moors had gave that away in one of my posts. I was gonna say it anyway, but I'm glad somebody else knew what it was. But it ain't over with for you. The main thing is getting your status corrected if you with the empire. Because if your ass is one of these Moors talking about U.S. citizen, this ain't for you. This is why a lot of Moors getting stuff messed up because trying to mix it. This is why we told them it's fraud. They think it's personal. No, you can't do what we doing and do what you doing. By definition, you can't. Like by definition, a slave can't run a master. SSN can't run an EIN. A master EIN. You know what I'm saying? That's only slaves that think that. In their system, when you hear a regular person tell you, yeah, I got an EIN, he not talking about like what we talking about. He talking about some shit he got with his SSN. That's what he talking about.
Yep.
They're not even gonna know about it. This is why Moors out here just got it out here. Cause they don't even like it's everybody think it's all good.
But these Moors, they've been employees all their life. They ain't never even started a business. They have no idea that the EIN and SSN could be connected. Then they have no clue. That's the whole reason why they figure, oh, I can't get no business. They don't know nothing about it. DBA, they don't know nothing about it.
Speaking of business, and I'm looking at my New More Order hoodie. Yeah, it been some more bodies inquiring about a pink New More Order hoodie, and I think that thing will look hot. So we finna go and hook that up for the more bodies who want the pink hoodie. Y'all can contact for that. I don't know if you're gonna put it on the website or you can just. I know that thing gonna be looking nasty too.
Oh yeah.
On the real.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I might have to. Y'all might have me out here like Killer Cam. Y'all might have me out here like Killer Cam with the pink New More Order. You know what I'm saying?
Doing the old pink and green.
Hey, yeah. Ooh. So yeah, that's about it for right now. Whatever else pop up, we gonna hit on it. Whether it's most of the stuff is relevant to present, but what could I say as far as more? Get your status corrected, but it's steps. Don't get discouraged by the steps. This shit like writing a book. You know how you want to write a book, but you don't know how to start, so you just don't write the book.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This shit like that. You gonna think about it but this is why a lot of y'all just got all the books, ain't read nothing. Because you don't know where to start, don't know, just start. It's gonna take care of itself.
Yep.
So start with the literature, nationality, Then come this commerce part, because you got to update your status, and then come doing. It's easy like that. Nationality, which law is with that. You know, law and history go together.
Yeah.
Then you commerce, because you're doing it. You got to live. Once you learn that, then you can operate. Now you got a defense in case you get a case, and now you got the offense so you can get your lifestyle on. Other than that, we good.
Yeah,
we good. I'm good on that.
I don't see any more questions, so like we good. Islam people, again, if you want to know when we coming live again, you can always text alerts to 773-496-4729. Peace.
Peace.